Fogelman in Devlin on Freret Street, right around the corner from Reds. Houston versus Tulane. And when you've won 9 straight, roll out the same starting 5. When you've lost 13 straight, might not make a change. Blake Paul, the senior, 6'9", back in the starting lineup. This is just his 5th start of the season, first since January 23rd versus UCF. So mentioned last year, January 17 on an icy Wednesday night. Houston had a hard time getting here. They ended up losing 81-72 to the Tulane Green Wave. Now, Mike, it is a different year, and Houston flying down the floor. Robinson, Davis fills the lane. 4-3. There's Cougar basketball on the fly. Davis hits the 3. Joe Lindsey is going to stop it down for a moment. A 7-0 start for the Houston Cougars.
Where Houston gets really dangerous right here is off of rebounds. You push in transition, and then you got to worry about a 3 from Corey Davis Jr. That's essentially like a turnover. If you're going to shoot early in the shot clock and you're going to miss a long jumper, it could be a good thing. But then you have to worry about Corey Davis Jr. in the full court. Come on, you got to find the best shooter in the American Conference.
Now Jerry Palm has him as a 3. The early reveal of the bracket has him as a 3, but still, it's mid-February. Davis, nice move. Corey Davis sticking with.
I think by the time conference play ends into the conference tournament, you're going to see.
Cornish launches again. Davis has the board. Davis hits in and digs it away from Jong in the post. Jong was coming off the bench for Tulane today.
Uh-oh.
Davis again.
Oh boy.
That's 3 threes in transition with a little shot of the 3 goggles to the Green Wave fans.
Just a taste to see why Corey Davis Jr. is one of my favorite players in the American Conference. Man, he's so good. That dribble pull-up, quick release, doesn't take long for him to get it off. That has been Tulane basketball this afternoon. One dribble, little hesitation, pull-up. If you're Jong, that's a freshman who's a very talented freshman defender for Tulane. Corey Davis Jr. is so good pulling up from 3. You got to guard him 3 feet beyond the 3-point line. Make him kick it.
You get to your senior year at this one. Like you said, he's worked so hard on his all-around game. Last 5 games, he's barely come off the court. He played 37 minutes at UConn. Talk about a coach trusting a player at this point, and you see why.
Well, Corey Davis Jr. is wired to where I think he would rather play 40 minutes a game than quote-unquote, be fresh and only play 28, 30 minutes a game. He's not wired like that.
Finally misses. Long rebound. As Giroux trying to create. What a pass for Davis off the shot. Fake step in. Oh, that was a lead if it only went down. Didn't think he has come ready to play.
Pretty good. Corey Davis Jr. preseason, 2nd team in the American. Quite honestly, he's going to be pushing for Player of the Year this year. He had 11 points in the first half and only 8 minutes to play. You got to find him in transition at half court because he is gunning in the first half.
I would give you a long, awkward look into your eyes and then a head nod, but we're not on camera.
Oh, man, there's nothing like a good, probably smart.
If anybody's going to do it, it would be you. I appreciate that.
It'll be in the mail on Christmas.
4 to shoot. Davis into the corner. Hinton lines it up and spins it in.
Pretty basketball. So much attention goes to Corey Davis. A quick swing to Nate Hinton. That's your preseason freshman of the year, Nate Hinton.
Around along with the rest of the Cougars. Everything's getting better. Davis, miss. Fight for the rebound. Tulane's outscored him 11-4. Will they get a 3rd chance on this trip? Robinson tap out. Cougars on the run. Brooks spots and drills.
So many weapons for Houston in transition. You got to worry about Robinson and Davis.
Principal.
It was a huge get for Houston. He was a 4-star recruit coming out of high school.
Robinson flying down the floor. Cornish gets back, contests. Shayich picks it up. Paging Tom Penders. Davis, floater, boarded by Blake Paul.
Mile away.
So Robinson finds Davis. 2nd chance. Robinson thought about it. Davis spotting up again. Goes to get it. Gives it up. Alley. How about a 3rd chance? Moses Wood. He lost it on the way up. Foul called. Back and forth, minute 22 coming up on AT&T at the half.
That is a great set drawn up at halftime.
It was an alley with no oop. And now White on the other end.
Little your team, you have to live with some of those mistakes. They're playing without a three-point guard right now. Ray Embo out for the year. That really hurts you. Man,
Davis three.
How quick is that? I mean, Carter, you've watched a lot of college basketball.
You go back to his first year with a depleted roster, 19 losses, but they lost. They won 4 straight, and now they're rolling. Davis hits another. That's the 10th made 3 of the game for Houston, and the Cougars want more. On the wing, Davis. Robinson on the break to Davis, become almost automatic.
You are ice cold, Charlie Murphy. Corey Davis Jr. is just lights a big block, and then you get out in transition. Who else but the senior, Corey Davis Jr., knocking it down. Third in the American in rebounding. He's got 7 double-doubles on the year.
Well, the Shayich bucket, mercifully for Tulane, ends a 22-1 run.
Oh, no.
Start another one as Davis hits it.
Corey Davis Jr. might go for 40 if Kelvin Sampson leaves him in the game.
There's some defense, and they're shooting the 3 well.
Yeah, why not? Houston is putting on a clinic offensively, led by the man, Corey Davis Jr. Red hot. The rim, attack the rim. Houston's bigs have a tendency to foul, and you want to slow the game down. You want to put Houston out of rhythm because they are not going to beat themselves.
Davis has another.
That's 8 threes. The dude is just unconscious.
26 in the game. He's made only 1-2. Everything else has been from 3. I mean, 3/4 of his shots are 3s on the year, so why surprise? But he has also been left open quite a bit.
Shockingly.
Today.
You'd almost need a face guard. It hasn't just been Corey Davis Jr. Everybody's getting in on the action.
Geico difference maker is clearly Corey Davis Jr. with a 26. He's on his way to his career high. I mean, look at the 8 for 11 from 3. Armani Brooks. I mean, yeah, when you go 5 for